Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats. I'm Scott Kirby along with Joe Ryan, and we have a special guest with us this morning.
By special,
is he from out of town?
Nah, he's well known around the area. He just
have the fans try to guess.
He's been MIA.
Oh,
MIA.
Am I the question of the day?
Yeah, we might give hints about things about you, like your
$100 gift card for whoever gets it right.
with a limited lifetime warranty.
It's Jake Johnston back with us this morning. Jake, how you been?
Good day, and I'm back.
You're back, or just
I might make a couple appearances here and there. We'll see what happens. It's summertime, man. It's time to have some fun.
So cameo of you.
Hey, I tell you what. Later today, I've got a play date with a couple of my nephews, I guess we call them my nephews, Will and Zach. We're going to be hanging out with my daughters, playing some ball in the park.
Oh boy.
Maybe do a little hidden, maybe some frisbee, something like that. Maybe some tag. I'm going to lose at all these games.
Some Red Rover.
Hey, those are games you got to run around.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
This?
I'm going to lose so bad.
I'll be
laying on the ground. They'll be doing backflips on me, just killing me.
I hope that you're doing it in a park across the street from a hospital.
Well, is there a park across the street from a hospital?
There needs to be if that's what you're doing.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful idea. Smart thinking there, Joe. That's why you are the insurance man.
4 on my ACT.
So what have you been up to? You haven't just been missing. I mean, you've been involved in some sporting activities. I mean, you got some volleyball going on. Your young ones play.
Both my young ones are in extreme Lincoln volleyball.
Extreme.
That's right. It's extreme.
Extreme, and
they sell the parents the whole seat, but we only need the edge.
And what's that consist of? Is it local kids, or
you know
is
what?
It all over
no,
the
there's
place?
actually a few different programs. Other schools that put some teams in there. I believe Hartsburg probably had a couple teams. Mount Pulaski had a couple teams. Olympia had a team in there, and then quite a few different teams from Lincoln. All of them at different age brackets. The turnout for that was amazing. Honestly, it was amazing. There was a great turnout for the kids. Unlike softball here, that I've recently found out the turnout for kids playing softball this summer is kind of way down.
Is it really?
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the reasoning is for that. It's something, to be honest, I'd like to get into one of these days. Maybe talking with you guys on here about the summer activities for the rec center and whatnot.
You'd have to be here, I think, wouldn't you, if you were going to be
Wait a
in
minute, here or there?
Anywhere.
It's anywhere.
If you're not here, you're there.
Anywhere in the vicinity.
No,
You've been there a lot.
You can never be here. That's crazy talk.
Well, you've missed out on a lot of stuff going on the past month and a half or so. We got
the draft last week.
The draft. We got NHL playoffs going on, NBA playoffs going on, and you're our baseball guy, so we haven't really touched base on literally on any baseball.
It's like segues. That's
right.
What it's all about.
Seems like the Cubs Cardinals. They've played. How many games they played? 9?
40.
It seems like every other weekend they're playing each other, but it's a pretty big rivalry. We've talked a little Cub Card game, but as far as baseball goes, I mean, it's still way too early in the season to really get
it's
excited
early
about
and
it.
it's been cold.
Right.
The thing about it is, you'll notice it. I mean, the teams are going to start as the temperatures get warmer, the bats get hotter. They're going to start hitting better. You're not going to see the big difference in batting averages between like Colorado and the rest of the entire Major League Baseball. That's going to come closer together. I think Colorado, who is by far the best hitting team in baseball, and right now, I mean, if this was a full year, it'd be one of the greatest hitting teams of all time. I mean, they are absolutely amazing right now. As it warms up, you're going to see, for all you Cardinal fans, you're going to see Alan Craig get more hits. You're going to see Matt Carpenter getting more multi-hit games. It's going to, it's all going to come around. And then for the Cub fans, I'll be honest, right now, offensively, the Cubs aren't bad to watch.
No.
I've tuned into a few games, and it's been kind of fun to watch. I mean, there was that one pounding on the Cardinals, which every Cub fan loved that. But on top of that, I mean,
I got to
listen to him giggle.
Yeah, I like it. Then they turn around and lose 5 straight or whatever.
They're 12 back.
They still are young. I mean, I'm not saying that they're a great team all the way around, but they've had decent starting pitching. Their bullpen's a little suspect. Well, very suspect.
Very.
But their hitting's they're young guys. And when you got young guys that can hit, it makes me want to watch. I want to see those young guys hit.
Right.
You know, it's all. I would have rather back in the early days. I would have rather seen Albert Pujols hit when he was a rookie than Mark McGwire come to the bat.
Right.
That was just me. I like seeing young guys. It's cool to me. I think I like seeing the fresh faces.
And you talk about pitching. One of the better pitchers in the league, Jeff Samardzija, hasn't had a win in his last 15 games. But look at his ERA, 1.62, and that's just he's not getting help offensively. He's pitching great, and he's pitching his way out of the Cubs organization is what he's doing. Because
they'll trade him.
They'll trade him and get some prospects for him.
He's not going to re-sign with them.
I wouldn't think so.
He left. He didn't go play football because the Cubs offered him a bigger chunk of money to play baseball. And he looked at it long term and said, I'd make more money playing baseball.
Be healthier.
And be healthier.
And remember my name in 10 years.
So he jumped on the money then. I mean, I don't see him taking a discount to stick around at a place where he's not going to get any recognition.
No.
And I like to watch him. I'm a Cardinal fan, but when he pitches, I'll watch the Cubs.
He's a tough pitcher, man.
And, Jake, another issue going around MLB right now is, speaking of pitchers, a lot of Tommy John surgeries. Another one down in Miami, their top dog season-ending surgery.
Yeah.
I know it's been a concern throughout the league. Is it something that I don't know?
It's like concussions in football. It's their little injury they're going to have.
Well,
they say if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It doesn't.
The problem is you're seeing it with a lot more young guys nowadays. You're not seeing it with the older guys. The older guys, and this is an opinion. There's a lot of people.
That's all the show is opinions.
Yeah,
we don't really know any facts.
There's a lot of people that know a lot more about baseball than I do, of course. But in my opinion, I think these young guys are going out and they're trying to hit that radar gun. They're trying to max out on, maybe not every pitch, but if they get 2 strikes, I think they're maxed out. Either they're maxed out on their curveball, they're maxed out on a slider, maybe a fastball, whatever it is, but they're maxed out too much.
Right.
It's stretching that out, and it's going to snap, and that's what's happening. I think you need to build that arm up a little bit more. They're still relatively young, but the Tommy John's not a good surgery. And after you have that first one, if you continue to pitch in that same fashion, it's going to happen again.
I think they throw too much at all ages.
Well, it's
that probably throwing too many games in college.
Yeah, well,
Actually,
I'll disagree with that to a point because I think you need to build that muscle memory up, but you can't overexert the muscle, and I think that's what it is. Because you look at the Japanese pitchers, you don't hear about Tommy John surgery. If you could search, which I unfortunately because I do stuff like this, I've searched stuff like this about the Japanese players. They don't have a whole lot.
I've wanted to, I just haven't got it done yet.
I don't know.
I've Googled it.
It's just stuff I like to watch. I'm sorry.
Well, that's why you're on here.
But they don't have it because they've been built up. They're built to throw 300 innings a year.
Right.
Our major league pitchers are only throwing 200 innings.
I was going to say, almost half.
And they don't have the Tommy John because they also are taught to pitch, not to max out. They don't want you to throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball as an 18-year-old. As you get older, Yu Darvish was kind of a freak over there. He could throw extremely hard. But he wasn't overexerting himself while he was throwing, so they figured it was fine. But he's kind of a freak, and even his fastball you've seen has came down quite a bit, about 4 mile an hour, 5 mile an hour since he's came to the major leagues.
But then that's another thing. You're talking about muscle memory. You go out and you tell a pitcher, we're going to limit you to 100 pitches today. Well, over time, that's going to be ingrained in your body and your mind that, I'm coming up to my 100 pitches and I'm, getting fatigued, whereas, you just go out and pitch until, you feel that you can't pitch anymore. If you get up to around 125, 130 pitches, so be it. But, that's just a concern right now going on through Major League Baseball itself.
And that was a Dave Duncan thing back when he was with Cardinals. He says, we don't really pay attention to pitch count. We pitch we coach towards fatigue. If he's got 120 pitches, but he's still going out there and he's getting ground ball outs and nice easy innings, go out. It's your game.
Right.
But if you're struggling through every inning and you're maxing out, get him out of there. You got to get the bullpen some work.
So best team in baseball, who you think?
If
you had to narrow it down to one.
Yeah, who you got?
Well, the Brewers, man, the Brewers are playing well.
Oh my
playing
goodness.
I wouldn't say they're the best.
Well,
like I said, it's
best,
still
boy, they're playing well.
It's still too early in the season to,
Well, it's very early, but
I mean,
I stumped you guys.
You did.
I'm trying. I like the Dodgers, but they're not playing the best right now. I mean, in the West, I believe San Francisco's leading. And then in the American League, heck, I think the Yankees are about 2 games out right now from, I think, Baltimore's.
I say Oakland's on top of division. Detroit.
So I'm going to go Detroit number 1. Detroit and Oakland. Detroit and Oakland are the 2 best teams in baseball.
Well, I'll go with that. Both of them playing well, and like I say, the Rockies hitting the ball.
Rockies are killing the ball, but they're pitching still. I mean, they haven't done themselves many favors defensively, we'll say. So, but Oakland's about as fun as you can get watching a team. They'll hit home runs, they'll steal bases, they play the game right, and they're fun to watch. Kind of a group of misfits type thing. And then Detroit you've got the best pitching in baseball right there. So they're putting on clinics every night, and then you got the best hitter in the game, Miguel Cabrera.
Is there a chance late in the year that a team could take the Cub pitcher we just talked about, Savage? Is there a chance that late in the year that he can be taken?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
I think he can be taken by June 15th.
Yeah.
You think so that quickly?
June 15th. Yeah. Somebody. This year especially, there's a lot of teams in the hunt right now, and we're only talking a month away. In a month, they're still going to be they're still going to be right there, and they're going to be looking at a way to separate themselves. Colorado, I got states up here now. Colorado is 3 games out right now. If they're still 3 games out then, and they want to make a splash, there, and they got prospects.
Well, that's my question. Who has that? This is the last year of his contract, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but is there a date on that? Is there a date on that contract that says, you have to stay with us through August 1st or something? So, if somebody makes an offer, it's the Cubs that have to let him go, though.
Yeah. They have to buy his contract from the Cubs.
And plus, they're going to probably have to give up because they're going to
be giving up some stuff.
They're going to give up some stuff because they're just renting him for the last 3 months of the season. Because when the season's over, he's free agent again.
Go. So there's probably their best interest. So there's a chance he'll be playing somewhere.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's
a big
at the
chance.
end of this season.
I think he's definitely going to be gone, but that's the opinion. But yeah, I mean, there's so many teams. You look in the East, even Atlanta's in first by half game over Washington, and Atlanta's played horrible. I mean, I think they lost like 7 out of 8 here recently. I mean, they played horrible lately, and they're still in first place. So
weak division.
Yeah. I mean, Washington's should be tough, but they haven't played well at all this year. They've been hurt. I mean, and then you go to the American League. Like I said, the Yankees are just out of first place. Toronto's right there as well. They're a game and a half out. Boston's 2.5 out, and you got Tampa Bay at the bottom. I mean, that's pitching you right there. Tampa Bay, you know they're going to make a run. So the Central, you got Detroit on top, and they're kind of running away with it already. I mean, they're 25-12, so best record in baseball. 6.5 out for is Minnesota, and then the White Sox at 7. I don't see either one of those teams able to do anything. So, yeah, a lot of teams right there that could use some pitching. Anaheim could use some pitching.
Right.
And
California would be a good place to live for.
And they might. I don't think they're afraid of putting out some extra money for a guy. So
no, they've already spent over $300 million. So why not throw out another? Whatever.
Have you paid attention to any to Ryan April? You know what's going on with him?
I have not recently. No, actually, I was going to try to look him up during the break.
I was going to say we'll have to. I'll have to talk to his dad or somebody and find out. If you're out there listening, Terry, give us a call. Let us know what's going on with him. I haven't heard too much, but I haven't really looked either on the internet to find out. So I want to see what's going on with him.
Well, let's take a break. Failed to mention that we are at the newly remodeled and completely updated Christian Village. It's Lincoln's only faith-based retirement community and is the area's leader for independent, assisted, skilled senior living and healthcare services, including dementia care. The Christian Village provides quality, compassionate care in a loving Christian environment, offering a wide array of living options for older adults such as independent living, rehabilitation, skilled nursing, and memory care. The Christian Village is located at 1507 7th Street in Lincoln. For a private consultation and tour of the campus, please phone Kara at 217-732-2189. The Christian Village in Lincoln, a community compassion. So stay tuned.
Nice job.
Yeah, thank you. That kind of rolled after you
That
do
just
it for a
rolled
while.
off
It
of
just
you.
rolled off the tongue. Usually I'm spitting and
natural.
slurring. Yep. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 WLCNonline.com. Yeah. Name it.
Jimmy brought us back in good there.
Yeah, that was good. Welcome
Jimmy
back.
is on his game today. Let's go.
Well, if you'd have been
Some
here,
Judas
was it
Priest.
last week? He just pulled something off the wall. I don't know what it was. He gets
He
kind
got
of.
enough that week.
Yeah, he
Sometimes
kind of.
you wonder about
like,
him.
where did he get that one?
Well,
Yeah.
just wait till
Just wait till the next one he says.
Well, let's take a break right now then. I cannot wait.
it is Cardinal
See what he's
baseball
got
season.
going.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, and Jake Johnston.
Yeah, I'm back.
He is back, and he is full of knowledge, ready to share with our listeners. Phone lines are open, 737-3791. Does our trivia guy have something for us?
Well, there's a big horse race today. The Preakness getting ready to go tonight, and we're going to make it easy. See who wants to win something. Where is that race being ran? Where's that track at? What city?
Do we know the answer?
Lincoln Speedway.
Absolutely.
Because we can't.
What city? Where's it held at?
Lincoln Speedway.
Like
Okay,
to
well,
know
we
it.
know the Kentucky Derby's in Louisville.
Yep.
Okay, so where's the
It's at
Preakness at?
Pimlico, but it's where's what we want you to call in. Tell us what city it is.
And if we don't have a
Win
caller,
yourself a free pizza.
and a free large 2-topping pizza from Stuffteria. It's
We're trying to make it easy on you listeners.
Well, and all you listeners that want a little getaway today, run out to Atlanta, Illinois to watch the 10 and under Heat play at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
That's all I got.
Nice job.
Some other area.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Some other area events going on today in high school. We got boys tennis, Central State 8 tournament, 9 o'clock this morning. I'm not sure.
Where's that at?
I
That's
don't-
Springfield.
It's away.
The
That's all
park.
it says. Girls varsity track and field sectional taking place today at 10 a.m. Boys freshman baseball, they are away at Glenwood for a doubleheader.
Man, it's sectional already?
Track
I feel
and
like
field.
I missed the whole spring.
Well, I think the seniors' last day of school is Friday. In
Is
high
it
school.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
is.
last Friday, I
Yeah.
think. And
Remember your fifth year of high school?
No, I don't, because I was in college, bud. I was actually kind of smart. Girls, kinda.
It's not what your father-in-law said.
Well, he wasn't around when I
Here
was.
we go. We were talking about not opening something right there.
Just open a can of
That's where
worms.
it goes.
All right, we're gonna have a trivia. Girls varsity softball. They are home against Clinton and Dunlap for a doubleheader. And this here, I'm not really sure. The website for boys varsity baseball says they are at IVC at 12, and then they are at Central Catholic at 2. Don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's just a typo.
They
But
can do it.
if you're gonna have to hurry up and play it and get in a bus and go. But if anybody has any info on that, give us a call and let us know. Girls varsity soccer, they're in the regionals today at away, so that's all the information we have on that. And if you have any updates or anything on anything going on in the community, call and let us know. We appreciate that. Nobody's called yet, Joe.
Oh, it's easy. They know. Somebody will figure it out. Maybe they had to go to an internet site to find out.
Is it in Springfield?
The Springfield Mile next weekend.
Is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, that should be a.
Hey, there's a caller. I think.
See, there you go.
Yeah, hold on. We'll see.
We'll see if
See
they.
what we
We'll
got.
see if they know.
I don't even know the answer.
You got a laptop in front of you.
I know, but it's slow.
You know, I can do
Do you
it
know?
if you want.
Do you know the answer?
Well, we know the answer. I know the answer.
All right, we got a caller. Go ahead, caller. You there?
And we're back.
And we're back.
No, wait a minute.
Hold on. He's
We've
there.
got cords going everywhere. The cord man.
All right, caller, you there?
Yes.
Hey, all right. How you doing this morning?
Doing fine, thank you.
Do you have a answer for our question?
Well, I think those horses are going to run in Baltimore.
That's exactly right.
Baltimore.
See there? Popped right in and got yourself free pizza. Nice
Free
job.
pizza. And who are we talking with?
Ruth?
Ruth. Okay. Ruth, you can pick this up at Country Companies at Joe's office. Not today because he's not open, but he'll be open Monday, and that'll be up there waiting for
Put
you.
up front in the office.
Are you a big horse race fan?
No.
No?
No, but you're a pizza fan, huh?
Yes,
Are you,
exactly.
and you're a fan of free things.
Sure.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It's good pizza. It's a big race today. Are you going to watch it or no?
I hope to.
Yeah, that's fun. I don't watch much of the. I'm a big football guy. In the Super Bowl, I'll watch all that. Or I don't watch a thing before the game starts. I just watch the game. But these three races, I like to watch all the stuff that goes on before to see, what the trainers do and how long they've had the horses, how much money they have invested. It's interesting.
Right.
Okay, Ruth, well, thanks for calling in. And like I said, you can pick this up at Joe Ryan Country
509
Financial.
Pulaski Street.
509 Pulaski. And I doubt Joe's there to give it to you, but his receptionist will be.
That was evil.
All right.
All right, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ruth.
Bye.
Now, I always say Country Companies. It's
I
not
know.
Country
It's
Companies.
Country Financial.
When did that change? Because I'm just going to keep calling it that.
Probably 15 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all right. Just staying up on the times.
Country. That's how much I pay attention to you.
That's what I know.
All right.
He's actually really smart.
I am really smart. I just don't know.
He's really smart. He just told us.
I just don't know when you change names. I mean,
Could we have a family member call in and tell us how smart he is?
For that.
Okay, you get a free pizza if we can verify.
If you can call in and tell us how smart I am.
We'd like an old classmate of yours to call in.
Oh, no, you don't want that.
Maybe the girl that's sitting next to you that you cheated off of to get out of high school. We'd like to talk to her.
She would say I was very smart for cheating off of her.
Well,
All right, let's get back to sports.
An innovator's what you are.
All right, we're off topic here. You guys want to talk? You want to talk NBA playoffs? Are you a big NBA fan, Jake?
playoffs?
Not a game.
Yeah. OKC just won their matchup with the Clippers the other night, and Bryson's a big OKC fan,
OKC.
Really?
and they just lost one of their top dogs, Ibaka.
That's going to be a tough one.
And that's gonna, I mean, he hasn't really been playing all that well, but
defensively
his defensive presence, I mean, he's a beast. But
and now they're going up against a big team with the Spurs who like to go to the basket a lot.
Yeah.
So,
and you take a look at that Spurs team, and they're a little bit long in the tooth. They're an old team, but they're veterans.
we've been saying that now for about 8 years, 10 years.
And
saying that
they're
when,
always there.
when David Robinson was there, I think. So they keep showing up, and boy, coming out of the West, I don't know which team you'd want because one of these two teams have to play. More than likely the Heat, if I was to guess,
Think
as
so?
of right now.
So we got Miami.
I'd
and
rather
Indy.
have Indiana. I like Indiana. I like their team. I don't see anybody beating the Heat.
I'd say the Heat wins it all, don't they?
Was it Indiana gave Miami a pretty good matchup last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, they won 7 games.
Went 7?
And actually during the year this year, I think they beat them. I think every time this year. So should be a tough matchup, but. The Indiana, for whatever reason, once the playoffs got going, actually going into the playoffs even, they have not been playing as a cohesive unit like you had seen earlier in the year. So not exactly sure what's going on there, but the playoffs have been a struggle for them, and now they're going up against, they're the number 2 seed Heat, but they're looking like the best team in the sport right now.
Yeah.
And now the Clippers owner, he's going to change your way and fight back now.
Yeah, he's not one
what
to
the
sell.
thing about that is, dropping some knowledge on you, he actually has no say in it. If the other owners, 3/4 of them say, we want him out, he has no say. He's out.
What do they do with his wife's 50%?
Doesn't matter. When they get voted out, any other owners, it doesn't matter who you are, every owner underneath him is also out.
So then do they pay him for a team, like an estimated value?
They'll have to sell the team, whatever the team is purchased for, then he will get the purchase of it. So and right now,
So he'll make money.
He will make money if he goes the way it's going right now. Now, if he decides to fight this and wants to go in with it, I mean, the NBA has options. Because, I mean, the president of the NBA, if he wanted to, he could make that team worth nothing.
And
the Players Association along with him.
Right.
So, I mean,
who's going to want to play for this guy?
That's exactly
what
what
it is. For him, but
it might be smart for him.
Contractually have to, right, or not?
Well, they don't have to sign for him.
What about if they're already signed? You know, they inked a 4-year deal last year. They have 3 years left in the contract. They can just say no and not get paid.
Well, there's been guys who've set out seasons.
That's what I mean, though. They'd have to sit out unpaid.
Right.
And no other team can pick them up.
The guy from, who's that? Bynum.
Andrew Bynum.
When he got traded from the Lakers,
to the Sixers.
He sat out. He didn't play.
Well, you know, he may be trying to follow this. What's he say? He's got a little bit of dementia going on or something. Because now he's changed his story 3 times.
Well, yeah. I mean, but like I said, he's not going to have a choice if the owners vote him out.
It's very interesting.
And if he fights it and the value of the team goes down, you know, so he might be better off because right now it's got to be worth about $1 billion. I think they said.
Probably, yeah. I would say
$1 billion.
Right now.
I'm not sure he cares.
I would take my $1 billion and just.
Well, he's
just arrogant.
It's more about
loaded.
I think it's more about. Isn't he like the 35th richest person in the United States or something?
In the world.
It's right behind you.
I don't think that it was 36. I got pushed. I'm trying with the money I get from this show will bump me into a tie with him.
Couple more shows and we'll have it.
All we need is 2 more sponsors,
I've been
guys.
saving all those paychecks.
We're gonna get some balloons behind you. And
He's got. I really don't care. Think it's about the money now. I think it's more personal to him, and I think he's going to fight it, drag it out, throw money in court, just if he can. Maybe he can.
And honestly, I think if he does that, I think he's actually going to he's going to drag his name through it. And the way the NBA's talking, they're going to drag his team through it to make it so he gets nothing out of the sell because eventually he'll have to sell.
And he may just want the write-off if he can take a loss.
And you know what? That's the point right there too. When you got that kind of money,
this is a write-off. Let's bury this team.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a
I think it's going to be interesting to see what goes on.
All right, so we got OKC.
Well, his wife definitely is not happy about it. You can tell her that. So,
No.
Or soon to be ex-wife.
Well,
she wants him to settle, right? So she can take her money and run.
I think she wants the half of the team and the ability to buy the other half team as soon as the divorce is over.
Nice.
So, I mean, that's or half of the ownership, I should say, her half of the ownership. And then
I wonder what it would be. Would there be a difference if she was 51 and he was 49 in that ownership? Would that make a difference in what goes on?
Well, yeah, because she would be the majority owner.
And she's not. She's not in trouble for anything. But it wouldn't matter.
Correct.
No,
that would matter actually because she would be the principal owner. With him being the principal owner, that's why this is such a big deal. Because he's the one that actually signs off on everything, and that's everything funnels up.
So if it was 51-49, and she had the 51%, they wouldn't have to. Really, he could just step to the side and it's business as usual.
You're just going down another alleyway there. Why not? He probably can't sell his shares to her.
That's it. Yeah, it has to be approved by the league.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes, but that's probably enough NBA talk right now.
We're done with the NBA, but, let's talk about Hernandez a minute as we're talking about problems.
We're going to have to take another break here, but let's
he just wants to hear this
then we'll
new
come
song.
in. I do. I'm anxious here. But we got OKC at San Antonio. That series starts Monday. Miami, Indianapolis Pacers, they are going to start their conference championship Sunday at 2:30. So tune in if you want to see that, and if not, well...
Don't tune in.
Don't tune in.
We'll update you next week.
All right,
Life is about choices.
It is. All right.
Some right, some wrong.
Right.
So the Preakness isn't ran here in Lincoln?
No.
I had no idea.
No, that's the Abe Lincoln 5K.
He bought tickets, too. He was going to sit out there. He'd been all alone.
Woo! Go left.
Left. All right, well, stay tuned if you want. I know it's kind of crazy around here off the subject, but stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 WLCN and online.
One less problem without you. I got one less problem without you. I got one less problem without you. I got one less problem. One less problem without you.
You know the words?
I got one less
This is a today song.
Is this referred to Hernandez?
One less day without you.
Oh.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats.
Were you singing along with that?
Yeah.
It's on the radio all the time. That's a
Did
good
you
one,
see him
Jim.
back there on the commercial? He's doing
Wait a minute. What radio is that on? That's not on my radio.
Well, it's not
Yeah,
country.
no.
You're a
It's-
bumper, aren't you?
It's not country and it's not classic rock, so it's not going to be on 96.3.
You're a bumper.
I'm just up today. I'm up.
He's hep.
I'm up.
You are hip.
With the
He's
times.
Toto.
Are you going out clubbing tonight?
No.
Just wondered.
I'm going to go home and stain my deck.
You know who goes out
Totes
clubbing's Hernandez. You can go out clubbing with
Yeah, and
Hernandez.
you wanted to touch a little bit on Aaron Hernandez, the
Scary dude, man.
well-respected.
Very scary.
I mean,
Wow.
It's
to,
like
to know that there's not only, well, we all know there's people like that in the world, but we're talking about a successful high-profile NFL player making millions of dollars that's basically just a run-of-the-mill thug.
Yeah, it's amazing how we were talking about. It's amazing how we throw a jersey on someone. I don't care if it's baseball, basketball, football, and all of a sudden they're a hero. You know,
Yeah.
you automatically look up to them and respect them and think highly of them. And then this cat is out. Just I mean, he was arrested now for 2 more murders.
That happened back in 2012 in Boston.
And the type of guy he is, they got in an argument at a club. He followed them, pulled up next to them at a stoplight, shot. I think there were 5 people in the car. He shot two of them and killed them. And then, like 3 days later, went on and signed a $12 million contract with the Patriots. Played an entire season like nothing was wrong.
Yep.
It's an amazing person that can do that.
Had a heck of a season.
Yeah, as far as an NFL standpoint, he was tough. Hernandez is good.
He's one of the top tight ends in the league.
Yeah.
And
You want him on your fantasy team.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing. And now I guess hopefully he gets what he deserves because that's just craziness.
Yeah.
Well, that also tied him to another guy that it's
Yeah, before it's over, they may say
story.
5 is what they
Yeah.
heard. Maybe
Yeah,
5
it's,
murders.
It's amazing how much more is coming
And
out.
he's been relentless.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother him.
it
He's in
doesn't.
prison fighting and
Yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's the big dog in prison too, it sounds like. So.
I always Belichick, the coach of the Patriots, he checks on that stuff. Like he had to know that, going in, and that's where all of a sudden it becomes about winning and more so than. And I understand when you get to that level, it's about winning. You're going to win at all costs. And
Well, I think every NFL does heavy background checks. I mean, to the point where they have guys followed at that
sure.
type of
Well,
draft.
a lot of times, these kids come from poverty and don't have anything in life, and then you come to the NFL and they make a lot of money. Sometimes that'll change them around. There are some success stories. It's not all
Sure.
bad.
Oh, no.
Devin Hester was a good one.
Huh?
Devin Hester was a good example.
Yeah. Devin Hester. Brandon Marshall's had his issues, violence, and now he seemed to turn it around. But something like this just really,
Yeah, something like this is just wow.
it's incomprehensible.
Yeah,
How you like that big word?
That's
it's pretty big. Could you use it in another sentence?
He's smart.
No.
I asked you because I knew that I couldn't.
Well, let's keep it with the NFL guys here real quick, and then we got to talk some NHL playoffs.
We got to pick our horse race champion for the day too.
Well, obviously, I want California Chrome to win. I mean, that's just a no-brainer because we haven't seen the
Triple Crown.
yeah.
Hey, you know what? If you'll throw things
I was
out
wanting
there,
to say the
we'll kind of throw in
trifecta.
words for
Okay,
you.
well, you finish my sentences.
Good. Start another
It's
one.
like a marriage.
Start another one.
Obviously, we want California Chrome to win for the Triple Crown, but
Yes.
is he the favorite today or this evening?
Well, yes, he's the favorite, but I mean 3-5. But I think it's tough. I think it's tough to do. I mean, obviously, it hasn't been done in years. I don't know the last date, but it
like
makes it exciting.
29 or 30.
I'd sure love to see him win and look at everything that would build up for that last Belmont race. That'd be fun.
Well, all the riders like California Chrome except for a couple.
I like social inclusion.
Social inclusion.
Well, I always like to see these, the jockeys and what they think. I mean, yeah, they're all over.
I like to know how
California
you
Chrome.
come up with some of these names.
I
mean,
they're fun.
Ride on a Curlin. What is that? That's a horse's name. Ride on a Curlin.
Yeah, why not?
Where do you get these?
You got Calvin Burrell out there riding. We all know who Calvin is. He became famous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? He's riding horses 30-1.
How did he become famous?
Well, he jumped on 2 different horses and won both races. What was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
See, I did not know that. You can't expect everybody in the listening world to know who Calvin Burrell is.
Horse racing fans know who Calvin Burrell is. I'll
Don't
take him
worry,
as a
folks.
jockey.
He's smart.
Just not when it comes to horses. But
we found your weakness.
Yeah,
We're going to talk horses.
This is never going
Wait
to
a minute.
stop.
Let's give you one that you can answer. How many legs on a horse?
Well, it depends.
Oh, boy. There goes, yeah.
What color was George Washington's white horse?
And he came out.
Black.
I'll tell you what. You are a smart guy. We just like to give you trouble.
I know.
You know what I mean?
When we're off air, you guys are all just asking me questions.
We're in awe of you off air.
I know. And it gets kind of overwhelming.
It's funny. We've had no family call to defend you either.
Nope, because they're not. I don't think they really listen. They hear me enough. They don't need to hear
It's
me
an hour
enough.
break for them when you come to this radio station.
No doubt. When's the show? Get out.
Well, so who's your pick? What's the new guy's name?
He said social inclusion.
Social
Who else we
inclusion.
got? I think it's 5-1.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
General A-Rod. He's 15-1.
Game on, dude.
California Chrome Ring Weekend.
Kid Cruz.
Bayron. Is that how you're saying it?
Kid Cruz.
Bayron.
Tom Cruise's.
Now, how many horses are usually in a field? It's more than 10, isn't it?
Well, you never know.
Well, I know there's some scratches. We had a scratch for the Derby last week. But wasn't there like
Well, I think there was
12 or 4?
20-some horses in the last race.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where, when you get 20-some horses, to me, anyone can come out of it because there's not a lot of room. Everybody on the track, somebody bumps, gets in your way, and I think anyone can win. When you narrow it down to like 10 horses, like it is this week, the fastest horse usually wins, I think.
Okay,
the
now,
best rider.
Being a horse enthusiast, as you are, what are some of the rules for these racing? And because they were talking about it last week where it was questionable on how one of the jockeys positioned his horse to the next. Is there...
Boy, yeah, you're
I
over
don't
my
know.
head now.
Oh, that's... Yeah.
What's that old song? I'm over my head. You guys want me to sing on here?
Sure.
Please do not.
Next week. Tune in next week.
Please do.
And our listeners are gone.
And crickets.
We're off the air.
Chirp.
I don't know all those horse racing rules, but I'm going to take Calvin Burrell to win it. I think it's Rhea Antonia.
And we're back to the Jake's Cheap Seats. We're going to be talking about hockey now, boys.
All
All
right.
right, let's talk hockey a little bit.
See? Nobody wants to talk about horse racing.
Nah, well,
It's
know,
fun today.
We'll talk about it in a couple weeks
it's
if California
fun
Chrome wins. I'll
It's
tell
fun
you that.
when we don't get direct answers on how many legs the horse has. I mean, that's
Most
You know
of them
what?
have
We beat
4.
him down, and now we've got to bring him back
Bring him
up,
back
pick him
up.
back up.
And
this,
that's why we're going to hockey.
this is his avenue
All right, here we
here.
go.
This is
Hockey.
it. All you hockey fans out there, I know a few weeks ago, big matchup between the Blues and the Hawks. Hawks came away with that victory. And then we go up against the Minnesota Wild. That's a tough team.
Tough team.
And,
Very tough.
we were in the same position last year where, we'd eliminated them. And they gave us a little scare there. Ended up winning that series 4-2. But over in the East, that's kind of intriguing right there. The New York Rangers, they were down to Pittsburgh, I think, 3-0. Came back and won that
Came back
series.
and won it.
And didn't they? That last game wasn't that in Pittsburgh? They
Yes.
won on the road.
They
Which
won
is tough
on the
in
road.
Hockey.
Yeah, that is tough to do. And then Montreal beats Boston to advance. So a little bit different look in the East compared to
Very
last year.
different look.
As far as the West, with the Blackhawks facing the Kings, same situation as last year.
Yep.
The Kings, another solid team, both the number 3 ranking. All of the top 6 scoring teams in the NHL from this year are out.
Yep.
So,
Really? So
yeah.
it came down to defense.
Came down last night to Anaheim and LA. If Anaheim would have won, they would have had home field or home ice, I guess. And then LA ended up winning, so Chicago has home ice advantage, which is it's a pretty big deal.
That's a big deal.
Let's go
Hawks.
Let's go Hawks. The Canadians and the Rangers will be starting their series off today at 1 o'clock, or being noon here. And then the Hawks and the Kings will be tomorrow at 2.
So let's give us your picks. Hawks. They got,
Obviously, I'm taking Hawks. It'd probably go It's going to go probably 6 games. We'll take it 4-2. And then Montreal, New York, boy, that's just a crap match there because they're both playing well. But I'd have to go with the Rangers, just the way they made that comeback. They're playing their best hockey. Anytime you can come back down 3 games to
You're
none,
riding high now.
You're playing some good hockey.
Play with some confidence.
Yeah, confidence, and that should carry over to this matchup.
And people like myself who have never really enjoyed hockey. Actually, I've been tuned in a little bit when I'm skipping through the channels.
Yeah,
You got a lot of free time. Furniture guys have a lot of free time skimming through the channels.
she's got like 10 TVs set up there.
I do have some TVs. Thank you, P&M Communications, for setting up our television.
Oh, there you go. And is it okay for you to lay in the furniture like that all the time and then sell it?
You got to break it in.
I mean, what do you mean by all the time? I mean, we rotate. I mean, what? I don't know what you're
It's not the
expecting.
same.
Just wanted- It's not like a car where it's been driven, it's used.
We sell demos off. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They're like chocolate ice cream stains and stuff.
There is no eating on the floor. Very strict rule about that, actually.
No food.
No food on the floor. Very strict rule.
Just checking.
So don't go buy your McDonald's and come over there and
Oh, man, I had a guy do that a while back.
you're just like,
My employee's like, Jake, we'll take care of it. So I'm like, about ready to explode.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
details.
Well, yeah, so that and people bring pets in the store. So I had to put up a sign that says no pets.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Actually, I
brings
think
that?
Lloyd's the one that put up the sign.
Oh, I thought
I
you
thought Lloyd brought the pet.
thought he might have brought the pet.
Oh, he would have. Just the next day, I could see him showing up there with a little stuffed animal, petting him all day long. Jeez.
All
You'll
right.
probably get letters now from PETA and all those people.
Yeah.
You don't let dogs in the building.
Yeah.
It's discrimination.
Not unless they're a service dog.
Oh, okay. We'll go with that.
Yeah. Look at that.
Wow, that's a big book there.
That'd take you a while to read. All right, so who's your guys' picks? Who's going to go to the Stanley Cup Championship here?
Hawks and Rangers. It's easy.
Hawks and Rangers. I like that.
Oh, well, hey, we're all on the same page. That's the first.
Anytime Chicago can beat New York, I'm good with that.
I think that's who the. I don't know. It's a pretty big market out there. And who would there be more fans of? The Hawks or the Kings? Probably Hawks, wouldn't you say?
Just because we're in a colder territory up here, you think, maybe?
Television would love to
Yeah.
have, I would think, the Hawks and the Rangers in. But there's
Right.
a big market out in California.
There's a big market up in Canada, Montreal.
Oh, yeah, Montreal.
I mean, that's the home of hockey. It's
It's the home of hockey, but nobody really ever goes there.
Don't go there.
I don't go there. I've never been. You ever been there?
I've never been there.
No, neither. Maybe we ought to do a show from
62656. That's where I stay. I don't like getting out of the zip code.
there. Well, we need to get you out of here.
Although I did go to Colorado.
You did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Long drive.
Long drive. Next week we will be at Stacy's Family Pharmacy, located at 709 Woodlawn, for their customer appreciation celebration.
I hear they'll have pork chops.
They will have pork chops. We will be on the air 9 to
Earlier
10.
you did this really well, and you're
Well, that's a tongue twister.
Come on.
start.
Yeah.
We
Gather yourself.
us individuals will be on air from 9 to 10, and then Jim and Jeff number 2 will take over along with Lisa the Fix 96 prize girl. They'll be there from 10 to 12. 11 to 1.
11 to 1. You've already lied.
Already messed it up. But they'll be there because they got to be there from 9 to 10. So they'll be on air 11 to 1. Pork chops. I think the first 100 people that come get a prize. See, I listen to the radio during the day and I hear these advertisements. The first 100 people will get a prize bag.
Nice.
I don't know what it includes. Maybe a country.
It's a pharmacy. I don't know if there's
financial.
drugs in there or not.
Oh, wow.
We'll have to talk to Mr. Stacy about that. Is that legal?
Right. Only if you get caught. It's
Bruce, are you
illegal.
listening?
And then Saturday, May 31st, we will be at the all-new Mission Mart located at 125 North Sangamon Street in historic downtown Lincoln. Have you checked out online yet the red carpet runway with Joe and Lisa?
No, I started to, and I had to stop because I wanted to watch more. It was going to take too long.
Well, be sure to
wanted
check
to
that
watch
out
more.
on online.
It was. I had customers in the store, so
Yeah.
I hear you need to, pay attention.
Pay attention. Those
Yeah.
kids are funny.
That's what I was
You know?
told.
Kids are funny.
So you can check that on online and on Channel 5 Comcast as well, WLCNonline.com. As always, I'd like to thank the Hampton Inn for supplying coffee, papers, and pastries.
Yeah, great pastries.
Yeah. And also like to thank some other sponsors, Joe.
We want to get out and thank that Jake's Furnishings. Always a good day to buy furniture. That's what we hear anyway.
Always.
Grimaldi over there with that criminal defense thing he's got going on. Stop in and see Friendly Jim.
If you're in trouble, go see him.
Eaton Corporation out there, they throw some stuff out at us. We talked about St. Clair's Manor. Get over and see Mike Eads, real nice guy. Lincoln College, they're looking for students. Let's get out there, support them. The Timber Crest Veterinarian Service in Atlanta. Fricky Calvert Schrader Funeral Homes. Community Action. Schneider Chiropractic. Blow No Smoke. Haven't been to Blow No Smoke in a while. Joe Ryan over Country Financial.
Yeah,
Boy, he's a nice guy.
He's a heck of a guy.
He's a nice
and
guy.
if you can ever catch him up there when he's working,
he's
just
smart.
ask his mom. He's a nice guy.
Smart, too.
Real smart.
Smart individual.
Liberty Village in Clinton. The Rail Splitter Veterinary Wellness Center in Lincoln. We talked about the Hampton Inn and the Greenside Grill. Don't forget about it out at the Lincoln Elks Country Club. And I always repeat this: it is open to the public. You do not have to be a member of the Elks to go out there and eat.
Some had good reviews from that, man.
It's a great scenery. You can get up in there and look out those windows on that second floor and overlook the golf course. And it's a great place. You got some good food going on. So stop out, see him. Don't be shy because you're not an Elks member. Go out there and eat.
Oh, I got to get a shout out to my golf team. We won her last week.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah,
you won it?
We won it.
Did you have pencils with erasers on your scorecard?
No, actually we used pens.
Yeah.
Permanent marker.
Just had 6 different score sheets.
Did we keep track of whose ball we played the most, like you're supposed to?
We did not, but I can say we used several of mine.
Well, I bet you can say that, but what we're wanting to know is did you
actually?
What?
I mean,
we use a lot of Gregs.
You can say
we use a lot of Gregs. He's a pretty good golfer.
Yeah.
But he golfs about every day, so.
Well, he's got a lot of free time. He's a teacher.
Yeah, just want to throw that out there. We will be defending our title in a couple months, so watch out.
Now, you want to throw out he just had a baby. We didn't talk about that on there, did we?
Well,
let's throw that out there.
I'm not really sure he wanted us to, but now.
Well, it's out there now.
It's out there
Greg.
now, yeah. Greg, congratulations.
Congrats. And that's and a name? What's a name?
Eli.
Am I putting you on the spot?
Eli
Alexander.
Yep, he's a couple weeks old, maybe 3 weeks, somewhere around there. May 1st. Had him May 1st.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Another big shooting guard for Lincoln and Logan County, maybe?
It may cut into his golf game a little bit.
No, nothing cuts into his golf game. Nope.
Well, we'll see about that. We'll talk to him in
It's cutting into his sleep. I know that. But sometimes you got to, sacrifice. So sacrifice sleep or golf when he's sacrificing some sleep.
Yeah, he'll take some sleep out, but it'll make him look older. He won't age well.
Jake, you want any closing words? I know you got stuff just brewing.
Yeah.
He's got nothing.
Apparently not.
And I'm back.
He is back. That's good.
And we're done.
We are done. We got Jake back. That's always good. So welcome back, Jake. We missed you.
Well, I'm not going to go that far.
I heard how much you missed me last week. I was listening.
Oh,
he said some nasty things about me.
Never, not in a million years.
World.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us.
Every week since I left.
From Christian Village, we will be. Where are we going to be next week?
We're going to be at Bruce Stacy's Pharmacy.
Absolutely,
is the only locally owned pharmacy in the county
for 25 years. This is their silver something. 25th anniversary. That's awesome.
Real nice people.
They are.
They're real nice people.
All right, so tune in next week. That's where we'll be. Thanks for tuning in today. That's it for us. You were in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, WLCNonline.com.
Good day.